In the magical kingdom of Efden, two beautiful princesses were born on the very same night, cousins destined for very different lives. Princess Isabella of Efden Glow and the Princess Arabelle of Efden Shine. The moon smiled down on them, unaware of the incredible journey that lay ahead. King Edward ruled Efden Glow, a humble kingdom where kindness was the true currency. His people were hardworking, their hearts full of love, even if their pockets weren't full of gold. Next door, in Efden Shine, King Frederick reigned over a land of pure opulence. Luxury sparkled from every corner, and the life was a constant display of grandeur. Princess Isabella, daughter of the kind King Edward, grew up with a heart as warm as her kingdom. She was generous and compassionate, treating every person she met as family. She'd spend her days in the village, helping bakers with their bread and listening to the stories of the elders. Her world was simple, but rich in connection. Princess Arabelle, on the other hand, was showered with every jewel, every silk dress, and every imaginable toy. She lived in glittering halls, her friends chosen from the wealthiest and the most powerful families. Arabelle wasn't cruel, not at all, but she only knew a world that shimmered and shone, a world where value was measured in carats and gold coins. The two princesses, living side by side, saw life from completely opposite sides of the same royal coin. Years flew by and soon, the princesses were turning 16. Both planned grand celebrations, each in her own unique style. Arabella's birthday was first, held at the breathtaking palace of Efdenshine. When Isabella arrived, her jaw dropped. Golden halls stretched as far as the eye could see, crystal fountains sang a sparkling tune, and there was even an indoor water slide made of polished marble. Happy birthday, dear cousin, Isabella sighed, her smile genuine and bright. Arabelle, spinning in a gown that glittered like 1,000 stars, replied, "Do you like my new dress? It's made of diamond thread silk." Isabella laughed softly. "It's absolutely beautiful, though you must admit, I prefer simple dresses filled with comfort." Arabelle looked puzzled. "Comfort? How strange," she murmured, not quite understanding. A few weeks later, it was Isabella's turn to host her birthday celebration in Efden Glow. Arabelle arrived, expecting grand halls and dazzling decorations. Instead, she found warmth and simplicity. She wore no more diamonds or crystal chandeliers, but the air was filled with flowers, laughter, and an overwhelming sense of love. The palace felt more like a cozy, welcoming home. During the feast, Arabelle leaned over to her cousin and whispered, "At our palace, a meal like this would be served in golden bowls." Isabella simply smiled back. "Ours is served with love instead of gold." Arabelle hesitated for a moment, then took a bite of the simple stew. Her eyes widened in surprise. This is the most delicious meal I've ever had." For the very first time, a rich princess was tasting something far richer than gold, but genuine flavor of kindness and community. That night, as the celebration wound down, the two cousins stood together on a balcony, bathed in the soft glow of the full moon. Arabelle spoke first, her voice quiet and thoughtful. "And you," she admitted, "your people truly love you. I have all the jewels in the world, but I feel like no one really knows me." Isabella looked at the sparkling kingdom of Efdenshine in the distance. "Andy, I've always wondered what it feels like," she replied, "to live surrounded by so much beauty and delight, like you do." As they whispered their secret wishes to the moon, a magical, shimmering breeze swept across the balcony, swirling around them. In a flash of gentle light, their worlds turned upside down. Their souls had switched bodies. Now, Isabella was standing in Arabella's luxurious room in Efdenshine, and Arabelle found herself in Isabella's simple, humble chambers in Efden Glow. At first, it was a dream come true for both of them. Isabella reveled in the luxury she had only imagined. She wore silk gowns, adorned herself with glittering jewels, and marveled at the sheer beauty of the palace. Meanwhile, Arabelle was fascinated by the warmth of village life. She learned to bake bread, helped mend fishing nets, and felt the genuine joy of a community working together. But the novelty soon wore off. Isabella quickly realized that beneath the glittering surface of Efdenshine, people's hearts were cold. They valued money and status above all else, gossiping about each other and caring little for anyone but themselves. It was a lonely, hollow existence. Arabelle, living as Isabella, started to understand the true beauty of Efden Glow. The people had very little, yet they shared everything they had. They supported one another through hardships and they celebrated each other's joys. For the first time in her life, Arabelle felt the deep, unconditional warmth of true friendship and belonging. She was loved not for her title, but for who she was. Days turned into weeks, and with each passing day, both princesses grew wiser and more empathetic. Arabelle, in Isabella's body, took the time to learn the names of all the villagers, listening to their struggles and helping them find solutions. She discovered a strength and the compassion within herself she never knew she had. Meanwhile, Isabella, in Arabella's body, started to bring warmth to the cold palace of Efdenshine. One day, she saw a group of wealthy ladies marking a poor maid for her worn-out dress. Isabella stepped in, her voice firm but kind. Her character shines brighter than any jewel, she declared, defending the maid and shaming the others with her simple truth. They both began to change their kingdoms from the inside out, teaching kindness to the rich and bringing new hope to the poor. Then, one beautiful morning, they each woke up with a jolt. The air felt different. They looked at their hands, their rooms. They were but in their own bodies. The magical spell had lifted. They rushed to meet each other at the border between their kingdoms. The moment they saw each other, they ran into a tight hug, laughing and crying all at once. "You missed being me?" Isabella sighed, her voice filled with relief. Arabelle replied softly, a tear rolling down her cheek, "And he missed being kind." From that day forward, everything changed. The two kingdoms flourished, not because of wealth, but because of compassion. Isabella used her new understanding to help Efdenglow become stronger and more prosperous, ensuring fairness for all. And the Arabelle transformed Efdenshine. She taught her people that generosity was the greatest treasure, turning a land of greed into a home of charity and warmth. The two princesses learned the most valuable lesson of all, that true happiness isn't found in gold or jewels, but in the love we give, the kindness we share, and the connections we build with others. And under that very same moonlight where their adventure began, the two cousins promised that from now on, Efdenshine and the Efdenglow would always shine together, not with the glitter of riches, but with the radiant light of goodness. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales that warm the heart. See you next time.